Good morning friends. Today I like to discuss the circuit of filter which is used to filter the ripple, that is pulsating output from the rectifier circuit. In rectifier circuit, both AC as well as DC, both components are there. So, for the purpose of circuit, DC voltage is important for us and AC creates noise and various other problem in the electronic circuit. Therefore, it is essential to remove the ripples from pulsating output by using the circuit filter. There are various type of filters which has to be discussed in this module. You see, filter in power supply, the circuit which is used to remove the ripples from the rectified output is known as filter. On the basis of circuit components, the filters are classified in various categories, and these are capacitor in filter, which is used parallel to the load, first of its kind, the simplest one. The second is inductor in filter, series with load. Then third is LC filter, and fourth one is pi section filter. So, in this stage, under this topic filter, we use this capacitor in, that is C, inductor L, then LC combined, and then there is another arrangement is pi section filter. So, let us consider the first one is capacitor in filter. Capacitor in filter, as from our circuit, this is the step down transformer through which the 220 supply is being stepped down, and by use of two diodes D1 and D2 with this load, we will get the certain output, and the output is connected with the capacitor, this capacitor C. For sake of simplicity, we can draw this circuit in the block diagram format as this is FWR, full wave rectifier circuit. So, this is the full wave rectifier circuit. I have closed this full wave rectifier circuit in the block. So, in this block there is a complete circuit inside it, and the output of this block is AC and DC, both components are there, AC as well as DC, and this AC ripple factor is 0.46. So, this output is connected with a capacitor C, and here it is resistance RL, that is load. So, load voltage output is taken across the load. So, in this point, this capacitor is parallel to load, and that is why it is known as parallel to load. The capacitor is parallel to load. So, from this circuit, this component, rectified output component, has AC component as well as DC component. This capacitor C give the impedance XC, and this Xc have two behavior for AC and DC. For AC, this is negligible or we can say very small impedance, and for DC very high impedance. Very high impedance. So, this is a closed circuit form, a closed circuit, and for DC it is open circuit. This is open circuit. Open circuit means this path will block the DC and allow to flow the AC. So, when this current is flowing across the capacitor, then on the capacitor there is charges, here it is positive charges on the capacitor. This is the positive charges, this is Q plus and here it is Q minus. This is Q plus and this is Q minus due to the AC component. And for DC it is blocked. So, DC used to flow across this circuit RL. So, V output is I RL into RL. So, the action at the capacitor can be explained on the basis of this wave. Suppose this one is input voltage, and this input voltage has this one 0 to T for positive half, T by 2 to T, this is negative half. So, 0 to this point is positive and from this point to this point is negative, and again from this point T to 3 T by 2 is positive. So, during this positive and negative, when this is make in the input of FWR, this is output, this is input and this is the output. What kind of output is there? Output is this half cycle T by 2, it is due to diode D1, this diode, and this part is due to diode D2. This part is diode D2. Again, this is diode D1 and then alternatively. And that is why it is full wave rectifier. The complete input cycle is rectified in the output. Now, the work of the capacitor, when this is going to increase, this is the part, when the current is going to increase from this point to this point, the current is flowing. So, during the flow of the current on the capacitor, there is charging of C. Charging of C has the positive charge on one plate, this plate is positive charge and here it is negative charge of the capacitor like this. And the formula of this charging, Q of t is equal to Q0 1 minus e raised to the power minus T upon RC. So, this part is the formulation of charging, and up to this point, at the peak point there is a charging. When their current is going to decrease, then capacitor which store the energy during this time store as electrostatic energy. Capacitor store the charges in the form of electrostatic energy during the charging period. And when current is going to decrease, this will supply the current to the output section. This part is supply the energy. So, this can be expressed as delivered to the circuit after discharging, to the output circuit, so that the current decrease across the load will maintain. This is the discharging. So, charging of C and then discharging again at this particular time interval, when the start of charging, then this one is again charging of the capacitor, and after peak again there is a discharging. So, in this way this value, the current value will not be 0, but it will finite at some instant of time. During this point, what kind of wave shape will be there? The wave shape is, you see, the wave shape is, here it is t by 2, this is t and this is 3t by 2. So, at this point of time, there is increase, and then there is a this decrease, and here it is. This time. So, this is the actual current across the load. So, you see what kind of change we have? We have this kind of the change. To the voltage. So, this part is supply the energy to the output, so it cannot be 0. So, by using capacitor in the circuit, the current will not be 0, but it will be finite. So, this will improve the performance, and the ripple factor this gamma is equal to 2 f r l c upon 1 plus 2 f r l c, 1 plus 2 r l c. This one is the ripple factor with this formulation. Now, the same factor can also be determined by using the inductor in circuit. So, let us see the case second. This is inductor in filter series with load. So, taking the block diagram of the rectifier, the block diagram of the rectifier is something like this. F W R, and this is inductor, then this is the resistance, this is R L and this is L. Here it is known as choke coil, here this is VO output, So, in this part, the output wave can be expressed with the help of Fourier series. The output voltage from full wave rectifier circuit can be expressed as Fourier series, using Fourier series, that is VOT is equal to V in 2 upon pi minus 4 upon 3 pi cos 2 omega t minus 4 upon 15 pi cos 4 omega t, this part. We can also express this one is 2 Vn upon pi minus 4 Vn input upon 3 pi cos 2 omega t minus 4 Vin upon 15 pi cos 4 omega t, this part is, this is the Fourier. So, what we feel, if you see, then this part is DC component. This part is DC component, and from this is AC component. AC components, and this is known as first harmonic. This is first harmonic, and from here it is second harmonic. This is your second harmonic variation. Now, it is very important to analyze the nature of first harmonic and second harmonic in the circuit of this filter. So, for this we can draw the diagram of this output by analyzing the terms. These terms are first terms in Fourier series, first term is DC, So, VDC is equal to 2 VIM over pi, this is. The second term is AC. So, the V2 is 4 VIN upon 3 pi cos 2 omega t, cos 2 omega t. Now, it is very interesting to see this function and its structure. This can be also written as, suppose this factor is v dash. So, this is v dash. So, this v dash is cos 2 omega t. Let us see, this cos 2 omega t is omega dash t, omega dash t. So, where v dash is equal to 4 v in upon 3 pi and omega dash is this omega dash t is equal to 2 omega t. So, t cancel, this omega dash is equal to 2 omega, this omega dash is equal to 2 pi n dash is equal to 2 of 2 pi n. So, this 2 pi cancel, n dash is equal to 2 n dash is equal to 2 n. So, if we take the terms of time period, so this t dash is equal to 1 by n dash, that is 1 by 2 n, that is 1 by 2 of t, 1 by t of 2, this is. So, you see something, 2 n is, this is 1 by t by 2, t by 1 by n is t and then this is t by 2. So, if you draw the circuit, then the t dash is t by 2, this t dash is t by 2. How can we visualize? Suppose this one is the input circuit. The input circuit is, this is omega t and this is V n, V I, this is 0, this is t by 2, this is t. This is t by 2 and this is t. Now, for this second term, the t dash is t by 2, this is t by 2. So, this t dash is equal to t by 2. So, what will be the wave shape? The wave shape will be this is t by 2 and the value is 4 V n upon 3 pi, 4 V n upon 3 pi. So, this V dash is less than V in. So, this can be, this is your t dash, this is your t dash. Similarly, this is t, then again we have shown like this t dash. Here it is again t dash or 2 t dash. So, if this corresponds the frequency n, this corresponds the frequency 1 n, then up to this n dash is 2 n dash is 2 n, and from this n dash is 2 n, the ripple frequency, this is the ripple frequency is twice of the frequency of the source, means ripple frequency is twice of the source frequency. Twice of the source frequency this time. And here it is what V dash, and V dash is 4 V I m by 3 pi. So, this is the second term, that is the second term. What about for third term? For the third term, the third term is very interesting. Why it is very interesting? Because it is 4V in upon 15 pi cos 4 omega t, that is third term is V3, this V3 is equal to 4 VIN upon 15 pi cos 4 omega t, 4 omega t. This can be written as V double dash into cos omega double dash t, where V double dash is 4 VIN upon 15 pi. This is nothing but 1 by 5 4 V in upon 3 pi. This is 1 by 5 of this V dash. So, V double dash is equal to 20% of V dash. V double dash is, this is 20% of the V dash. And omega double dash t is equal to 4 omega t, this t cancel. So, this is 2 pi n double dash is equal to 4 2 pi n, 2 pi n, this is 2 pi n. So, what we find, n double dash is equal to 4 n double dash is equal to 4 n. What is the meaning of this? You see, omega dash is equal to 2 omega. This implies 2 pi n dash. 2 pi n dash is equal to 2 into 2 pi n, pi 2 pi cancel, n dash is equal to 2 n. Similarly, and time period t dash is equal to 1 by n dash, that is n dash is equal to 1 by 2 n, that is t by 2, that is t by 2. Here what will happen? This t double dash is equal to 1 by n double dash, and this n dash, that is 1 upon 4 n, that is t by 4. T double dash is equal to t by 4. How can you visualize this important factor? This, suppose this is the input, this is the input. So, if again we draw, this is omega t 0, t by 2, this is t, this is 3 t by 2. Now, for second harmonics, that is V double dash. So, V double dash, this is t by 2 and this point is t by 4, this is t by 4, this is t by 4. So, what do we find? T double dash is equal to t by 4. T by 4 means this value, this value. So, again the next ripple is something like this. So, this part. So, what we find? We find that this is 20% of V dash, this is 20% of V dash, and n double dash is equal to, this n double dash is equal to 4n. So, frequency component will going to increase, amplitude component is going to decrease. So, if you try to visualize this Fourier terms from here, then this is the input, this one is the input. If you try to see the complete wave, if you try to see the complete wave in terms of the Fourier of the harmonics using Fourier. So, what we have this one is this is 0, this is t by 2, this is t, this is 3 t by 2, this is 3 t by 2, this is V in, input voltage. So, the first term, that is DC, first term is V, this V DC. V DC is equal to V in 2 V in upon pi. So, this is omega t and this is the DC part, first term is DC part. What about second term, that is AC part. How this AC part is? The AC part, as this part is, this is the AC part. This component is V dash. Third term is something like this. This is your T double dash is T by 2. This is yes T by 2, and here it is T. Now, in this case, this is T by 4. So, T by 4 is this one, so this V double dash is 20% of V dash, this is your V dash, so 20% of V dash. So, amplitude will decrease. The first harmonic, this is your first harmonic, and here it is second harmonic. So, the Fourier series that we have here, V0 t is 2 Vn upon pi, this is the DC part, that is the DC part over there, and the first harmonic is 4 Vm upon 3 pi cos 2 omega t. This is the first term of the AC component, first harmonic, and 4 Vn over 15 pi. 15 is 3 into 5. 1 by 5 is 20% of this amplitude, and here it is 4 omega t. So, this 4 omega t means frequency is increasing. So, these Fourier terms are very important in analyzing the filter circuit for the harmonics. So, if you want to compare, then this one is the original input, and here it is the DC part, and this is these two terms are the ripple terms. If you combine all these three, then you will get that mathematical equation. Or sometimes we also had how to visualize the mathematical part of the Fourier series. So, this is nothing but it is visualization of Fourier series. This is also called as visualization of Fourier series. Now, if you want to calculate the impedance, of this part, then you see in case of in case of this component, when the current is flowing across this part, then this will show this put a impedance, choke coil produce impedance, large impedance to the AC component. So, action, if we find the action, the choke coil produce the impedance to the AC more and DC less. The current, that is I t is equal to I0 1 minus e raised to the power t, that is R t by L, where tau is time constant, L by R. Time constant, that is what is this? Growth of current, that is for the first half cycle, growth of the current for the time t by 4. Then I t is equal to I0 e raised to the power minus R t by L, that is tau is again L by R, this is decay of current, and this during the growth of the current, it will store energy, stored energy in the form of magnetic energy, means the coil store the energy in the form of magnetic energy, and then during the decay of current, this energy again supplied to the load. So, the voltage across the load, that is VL is IL into RL. This IL voltage is VIN divided by RC plus RL. This is the current into RL. The DC voltage, DC component of voltage VDC is equal to 2 VIN over pi, and the AC component VAC is the VAC 4 VIN upon 3 pi, the magnitude, this value, and it is divided by under root XL square plus RL square. So this is into L, that is IRMS into RL, IRMS into RL. So this is your AC. And for making this RMS, we have to divide under root 2 to making the RMS. So ripple factor is gamma, that is gamma is equal to VAC upon VDC. So VAC is this value. This value is something like 4 Vm I under root 2 3 pi. This is XL square plus RL square RL. This is VAC, and VDC is, this is VDC multiply is, this is 2 Vim over pi. This is pi. So this Vm cancel, this cancel 2, this cancel pi. So what will get 2 RL, this is 2 RL, this 2 again cancel, that is under root 2 into 3, and this is RL square plus XL square, RL square plus XL square. Now this is under root 2, this 2 and here it is cancelled, that is under root 2. Under root 2 by 3, and this is 1 plus XL by RL whole square, XL by RL whole square. Now this XL upon RL whole square is very, very large. Since XL upon RL whole square is very, very large in comparison to 1. So 1 plus XL over RL square under root is equal to under root of XL RL whole square, that is XL RL. So you can substitute this value is XL over RL. So this is under root 2 by 3, this is XL over RL, this is gamma. Now this XL factor is nothing but, this XL is omega L, that is 2 pi FL, this is 2 pi FL. Impedance of this inductor circuit. So this is, if you substitute this value XL, so we have, this is under root 2 upon 3 XL, means 2 pi FL into RL. So this is RL upon 3 under root 2 pi FL, this is gamma, this is gamma, this is gamma, ripple frequency. So what we find, this gamma is inversely proportional to frequency. If the input frequency will increase from 50 to 60 hertz, the ripple factor will decrease. If the L is increased, the ripple factor will decrease, and this gamma proportional to 1 by L, this one is the part. So this one, how to control the ripple in the filter circuit, and the rest of the two circuits, that is LC circuit, third one is LC filter circuit. LC filter circuit is, this can be, that is, this is FWR, here it is input VIN, and then this is L. L is inductor, here it is inductor, and then there is a capacitor, and here it is the load. There is a load. So, this L, this is L, C, and this is RL. So, this L will control the impedance and reduce the AC component. Here the AC component, whatever the AC component is, AC will pass through the capacitor, DC will pass through the load, DC will pass through the load. So, there is a reduction of ripple through the inductor, and there is a reduction of AC in the capacitors due to the charging and discharging process. The fourth circuit is pi section. Pi section filter circuit. Pi section filter circuit. So, this is the pi circuit, this is the pi circuit, and here it is the capacitor, then there is an inductor, then again capacitor, and then it is the load RL, then again it is the load. So, what is going to be happen? At these 2 points, capacitor C and C, there is charging and discharging, which provide the path of the AC component, And this coil, where there is a charge growth of current IT is equal to I01 minus e raised to the power RT by L, and decay of current IT is equal to I0 e raised to the power RT by L. In case of charging, this Qt is equal to Q01 minus e raised to the power T upon RC, and during the discharging, this Qt is equal to Q0 e raised to the power T upon RC. So, these two components provide electrostatic energy to the circuit, and this provide magnetic energy. This provide the magnetic energy, and this is FWR, and here it is V input. So, this pi section filter is the best filter circuit in order to remove the ripple factors, and to get this one is VO output voltage. So, in this way we can reduce the ripples by using the filter. In this way, we can reduce the ripples in the output circuit by using the filter, which are given as in this way. So, this is all about the today filter circuit. The most important is the filter part is concerned with the ripples, and the ripples are mathematically expressed by using the Fourier series. and the components of the Fourier series very well express the DC part and the harmonics of the AC part with the varying frequency and amplitude. You see, the frequency is increased, but the amplitude is decreasing. Frequency is twice, amplitude is 1 by 5, 20%. The 20% is the amplitude, 500% increase in the frequency. So, this is the ripples of the output of the rectifier. And we have already discussed about the regulator, Zener as a regulator. So, this power supply part is finished hereby. Thank you.